So the Niners have put a lot of pressure on Trey Lance. What another way to look at it is they've set him up for success more than other young quarterbacks, not particularly on the offensive line, but in other ways. How would you say that is?
I would say that is by having a top 5, top 7 roster in this league. And that's why so many people, when Trey Lance got there, were saying he's in the best situation. Because usually when you pick at 3, you're a bad team. But the 49ers were an injury decimated team in 2020, and they moved up to 3, and they still had that same roster, and they have their core intact. Listen, Trey Lance is on a team, and there's no other team in football that can say this. Trey Lance is on a team with a top 1-2 tight end, a top 1-2 linebacker, the top 1 left tackle, the top 1 fullback,
The top one wide back.
So and the best offensive weapon in football.
Yeah.
Who else has that?
Yeah.
No one. So this
No
is
one.
why
Yeah.
when people say, how is he set up for success? Why so many people were like, man, you better hope that Trey Lance doesn't figure this out because 1, the genius is coaching him, and 2, this roster is stacked. Look, Trevor Lawrence, everyone knew that he was going to struggle this year, even though he's been the golden child since he was born. Since he was born. Like, he came out the womb, and they were like, he's QB1. He's been QB1. Zach Wilson struggled mightily this year, right? And a lot of the deficiencies that people had problems with, not being able to throw to wide open receivers, you don't have the good protection, the competition thing, it all popped up, right? Mac did exactly what Mac was supposed to do. He was perfect for the Patriots. They won a bunch of games. He navigated things. He's only going to get better. That was the guy who was the most pro-ready. Nailed that one, right? Justin Fields, unfortunately, struggled this year. He also didn't get any favors done by his coach or his play calling or anything like that. But everyone had always said Trey Lance is in the best spot because of coaching, because of the roster. Usually when you pick at 3, you're a terrible team. Not the 49ers, though. The 49ers went to 3 because they were at 12 because of all the injuries. And that's why Trey Lance is set up to succeed, because no other quarterback including Mac Jones, no other quarterback has a better roster around them than Trey Lance. That's how he's set up for success.
The Danny Kelly, he wrote on my site that one of the 3 things he does well is handoff. It's funny. Like, that's what I always said about Jimmy Garoppolo.
So wait. He hands off well? So then he's behind someone else who hands off even better than him?
No, I actually think what I'm saying is I think Trey's going to be – his handoffs are going to be better than Jimmy's, because just the threat of Trey Lance running is going to – even though they lost Lake and Tomlinson, I think this threat of Trey Lance running is going to mean that the Niners' yards per attempt is going to go up. They're going to be a better running – even with a worse offensive line, I think there'll be a better running game because of the threat of Lance. And, yeah, like the best play on the Niners always is to hand off to Debo anyway. So, yeah, that's a good thing. I think also the fact that you can now move the pocket. With Jimmy Garoppolo, he was a sitting duck. He needed to get the ball out of his hands in 2.5 seconds because he couldn't move. With Lance, you can roll him left, you can roll him right, you can have you can constantly keep the defensive line guessing. And then, there's play action. The return of freaking play action, which to me is the Shanahan's real contribution to the NFL. Like, they're good with the running game. I kind of think how diverse it became the last few years was a Mike McDaniel production. What Kyle and Mike and his father have always been great at is that play action game that looks just like the running game. And they can create big, wide open chunk plays for stiffs at quarterback like Matt Schaub or Brian Greasy or Jake Plummer. I think, we're going to see – I love the way Trey Lance just accelerates out of the pocket. He's so quick to his launch points. I'm excited for all that stuff. I think they're just schematically, he set up for success.
Absolutely. And then the skill set is something, the unknown is, I think, what 49er fans are ready for. What we know is what we know about Jimmy Garoppolo. And it's the same argument, which is why I don't want to discuss this man anymore, because no one's made a different point about him since 2019. It's been the same thing over and over, round and round we go. No matter how many games he plays, you end up at the same conclusion. He's a starting quarterback. He's middling. He can't do more for you at certain times. He's a baseline quarterback. The unknown of what Trey Lance offers is what 49er fans want to see at this point.
And, like, I think what's maddening about Jimmy, too, is, like, you see all these limitations. So it's clear Kyle was like, all right, man, just be a game manager. Couldn't even do that.
Don't blow it. Like, don't blow it.
And he's like, oh, wait, just wait till the fourth quarter and I throw this pass right to Jalen Ramsey. Like, with Lance, you could be, look, early on in your career, be a game manager. Hand off more than you throw. We're going to give you a lot of quick easy short throws. We're going to use your legs. We'll give you a couple shot plays, and you'll build from there. Your job is to not lose the game and not turn the ball over. And once you show you can do that, we'll put more on your plate. I mean, I think it's going to go well. I think it's going to go a lot better than it went with Jimmy because he could never graduate past the just be a game manager stage. Ever.
It's so funny. It's so funny how they use those same thought processes and everything for a 8-year veteran. Please make that work for a rookie and also build up his confidence in the same way. Please. It's the same thing. He's an 8-year veteran. You shouldn't have to tell him, please don't throw the game away. A rookie, maybe. Slow down. Take something off your plate. But he's an 8-year veteran and you're telling him the same thing as a rookie. That's part of the 49ers fans' frustrations. Come on.
Gizmo says Mike Shanahan, 49ers had great ball control, short passing offenses. Kyle offenses struggled to pick up key short downs. What's up? Is that true?
I don't know. I mean, I would have to look that up. Just because there's a the NFL communications give us that that whole thing where they show you run to the left, run to the right, base down. So I would have to do some research on that. I would say right now I don't know.
Jacob says, "Hey, my boys Grant and Jason looking clean." Jason, what about? Yeah, he is looking clean. Dak.
I mean, I'm out of the barbershop every time that I come on this show, only because your comment section be killing me, man. For every little thing, man. You gotta be on point. Comment section be wilding on me.
Gabriel says, "Who is the captain if Jimmy stays?" See, these are awkward questions.
Fred.
Neither quarterback. Both of them.
Fred.
Official BNA Music 88 says Jimmy got the benefit of winning while being statistically one of the worst playoff quarterbacks ever, but people want Trey to be the 2007 to 2015 Brady out the gate. Oh, that's another part of the pressure. Like that. Yeah, you pointed that out. There's not going to be any room for you got to be ready to go right away. You got to be ready to go, right? There's going to be so many people waiting to pounce on him. See, I told you he's not ready.
He sat a year like Mahomes, so he's got to just come out and throw 50 touchdowns and be an MVP. And I mean, it's like
he must be a bust since he's not as good as Patrick Mahomes.
Jimmy Garoppolo's limited, and they made the NFC Championship, baby. Trey Lance is going to take him to the Super Bowl. No, stop saying that.
Gizmo says, if you tell me we're going 9-8 with Trey and he looks like a franchise quarterback next season, I'd rather go with Jimmy and try to win a Super Bowl like we almost did. Oh boy.
Gizmo, I'm not trying to pounce on you or anything like that. Dallas game, I think Jimmy played well enough. He did enough things in the beginning that the later mistakes didn't help. But they wouldn't be in the NFC Championship game without Jordan Willis.
Yeah, let's just analyze the inner logic of this sentence. He's saying that the Niners, there's a world where Trey Lance can look like a franchise quarterback and the Niners go 9-8, where Jimmy is freaking mediocre Jimmy and they go to the Super Bowl. See, this is what the Jimmy fans think. I'm not saying that Gizmo's a Jimmy fan, but it's like, no, it doesn't matter how freaking mediocre Jimmy is. There is something magical about him that he makes other players. Like, no, the better quarterback gives you a better chance to win. That's how it works. That's it.
It's that Gaston Chen line from Beauty and the Beast, man. I mean, you just you can't get away from it, man. I understand it's hard to get rid of somebody that handsome. I get it, man. I really do get it.
Is Trey Lance bad looking?
Trey Lance isn't bad looking.
Does not look the way people want him to look.
Trey Lance is not bad looking. He is not as handsome. And to be fair,
shots fired.
Yeah, not many are as handsome as Jimmy Garoppolo. Come on, man. The guy is like he looks like he should be on a beach, doing Calvin Klein.
I think you're way more handsome than Jimmy.
Wow. I would ask. I'm gonna ask my wife that, and she's gonna say Jimmy, no doubt. And I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you're right.
Mercanapolo says Treyuk season loading up. Just wait on it. Treyuk. Treyuk.
I have an interesting question. Do you think Deebo Samuel wants Trey Lance to start next year?
No. I don't know if he has a strong feeling about it, but why would he want to switch when Jimmy likes throwing to Deebo? Deebo got 1,700 yards and a lot of touches last year with Jimmy. Why would he want to switch?
Now let's flip it. Do you think Brandon Ayuk wants Trey Lance to start?
Dying for Trey Lance to start.
100%.
Dying for him to start.
Completely agree. Agree.
I mean, what did he say right after Jimmy Garoppolo asked for his trade? He said, "Deep ball me, please." What was that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.